And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Leo. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick announcements, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when an upload is made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, individual reads are back up and open. So if interested, please message or email. Link is on main. And yeah, we can set that up. So what are we looking at in this read today, Leo? This is going to be your first and last for the month of February. First and last is a style of reading that I do where as you transition from one month to the next. This probably is coming out a little bit later because of, life stuff happening on my end. But as you transition from one month to the next, one time period to the next, just moving along what is going out and what is coming in. This is represented in this formation by the aces on top and the tens on the bottom. Aces, that's which is represented by each element: water, earth, fire, and air. Cups, pentacles, wands, and swords respectively, and their 10 counterparts on the bottom. What we see at the top, the new. So new ideas, new feelings, new emotions, new pursuits, or renewal depending on the context. And at the bottom, the tens, which represents culminations, endings, and conclusions, just things that we hope we learned, if not gained. So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even if it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you or mislead you. Trust me, I would not be putting any effort into this if that was the case. We lay our cards out on the table, good or bad, come rain or sunshine, and we talk about it. Think of it like a conversation, okay? And with that being said, for your first and last for the month of February, Leo, let's see what the cards say. We're going to start over here with the Ace of Cups. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for the Leo Collective. Ponder Ace of Cups for this first and last read. Oh, already breaking. Okay, what are we trying to look at? Show us cards that we need to see, please, for Leo upon the Ace of Cups in their read. And there we go. Okay, so to the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Six of Cups, an emotional soul bond. What are we trying to live in nostalgia with? The Hermit, the card of Virgo. In what way? Oh, okay. Five of Cups. Sorrow, pain, and regret. I think two things can be true at once, Leo, right? You could have value in a dynamic with somebody or hold somebody in high regard and still be totally upset about how it turned out between you and them, right? The Hermit coming in between those, the 6 and the 5, because remember, that's numerical progression, is not simply the idea that we're coaching ourselves to believe that it's not so bad after all, but is that you're having wisdom and perspective upon a relational dynamic where, we may not be friends anymore. We may not be the best of buddies or pals anymore, but for what it's worth, I'm so glad you were in my life, right? That's the conclusion that we're kind of reaching right now. And so the Ace of Cups, the cup runneth over. It's a soft, assurance to the self. You're being very kind with yourself right now, saying, yeah, I still got life to do, and I don't like how this turned out, but at the same time, I did appreciate it for what it's worth between you and I, whatever's going on in this dynamic over here, right? So in the Ace of Pentacles, what about solidifying new opportunity for the Leo Collective? Show us a card that we need to see, please. What defines that Ace of Pentacles in this read? Into the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Okay, why are we at least soft optimism? I don't really sense a lot. Okay, there we go. Knight of Wands. So now we're putting good thoughts, good vibes into actions. What does that look like for us? Queen of Wands, all fire. And that's what I'm saying. Compared to where you were having a level of emotional acceptance with some type of separation back here, Leo, here we're saying, no, no, let me take this opportunity and do something right with it, right? All that fire, because we have a lot of face cards, the Page, the Knight, and the Queen, all basically pointing in the same direction that, no, this happened for a reason. I'm learning to accept it, even begrudgingly. Now, in new opportunity, maybe I have to look at what life is trying to provide for me right now. No looking at it in anger or regret, just trying to take it for what it is. There's new opportunity out there for me to go find. Okay. Next to the Ace of Wands. Show us cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Wands for Leo in this read. That just flew out. Okay. Got it. The Nine of Swords in the reverse. We're going to get to that one. So interesting that flew out. Okay. And anything else that wants to fly out with that Nine of Swords in the reverse? Okay. Guess we got to shuffle for it. What do we need to see, please? We're almost there. Why are we breaking? Why are we breaking? What are the cards that we need to see, please, to find that Ace of Wands for Leo in this read? I know it hurts to look at, and it's obvious that Nine of Swords is pointing back again. So whatever this, emotional separation that we're still trying to wrap our head around, cool, I understand that. The Lovers, this makes sense. And why Lovers card Gemini with the Four of Pentacles? So I'll just, call a spade here because I had a feeling it was pointing towards this. I'm talking to a Leo who, what's the easy way to say this? They had to separate from a person they considered the love of their life. That's the easiest way I could put this, is that there was a deep, intimate, emotional partnership bond here that, again, you're really trying to not look at them in anger or disgust, although you really hate what happened and the fact that you two had to separate. Because over here, again, the Hermit, the card of Virgo, here's where it is. I value, and at the same exact time, I have to accept where things are between us. And the fire of embracing, if we are to say there's all this new opportunity that, yeah, I see it, it's right in front of my face, boom, it's right there, then we're still emotionally grappling with, and the reason I'm saying this, the Four of Pentacles represents an investment that we're holding on to. The Lovers is the most intimate partner bond of all the cards in the tarot deck, because it means I'm choosing life with you. And then you have that Nine of Swords in the reverse. Whereas the Nine of Swords upright represents anxieties and fears over what could happen. Yeah, it happened. If then, so what? Now, putting all that together, we're holding on to that which part of us spiritually, emotionally, we know intellectually we have to let it go, and yet we're not ready for that yet. And that's why, again, I want you to have a lot of patience and kindness with yourself instead of trying to rationalize of, oh, well, you're going to leave me, then I'm just going to get over it. You're not over it, and that's okay. Full stop. You don't need to have any other type of analysis or critique. Sometimes that is enough, Leo. That, yeah, this hurts. I don't like it. And I don't know what I'm doing necessarily right now because I'm picking up the pieces of why I thought we were going. Okay, I can understand that. Please be kind to yourself. Lastly, to the Ace of Swords. Show us cards that we need to see, please. Upon that Ace of Swords, through truth and by extension challenge for Leo in this read. What are the cards that we need to see, please? And the Ace of Swords in this read today. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what does a workable dynamic actually mean? Let's hold off on that. Nine of Cups. Okay, and if we give the best of ourselves, yeah, Ten of Swords. Matching element energy, putting it all together. The Three of Pentacles representing the functional dynamics of a bond, what it takes to have a friend, let alone have anything deeper, right? Work has to be built into it. The Nine of Cups representing giving the best of the self, the most honest and vulnerable version of the self. And then the Ten of Swords, things still come to an end, right? The raw reality of the situation is that you can give your best, you can love your hardest, you can do whatever is necessary and still have a bond break apart. And sometimes things fall apart, and sometimes that's okay. Underneath it all, the Ten of Wands, the burdens that we are left to carry. Let's go with this one. Okay, yeah, strong opening. And I'm just going to say this, Leo, take the time to be kind to yourself. This is a lot of energy that I don't think you have anywhere to necessarily place it right now. While you do see all the new opportunities that are ahead of you, we're still even wrapping our heads around how did it come to this, okay? So to the Ten of Cups. So the cards that we need to see, please, upon this read. What are the cards that we need to see, please? Now looking towards the tens for Leo in this read. What about harmony and synchronicity? What do we need to understand? Knight of Wands. Okay. The freedom of the spirit. Where are we left to be right here and right now? Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Not something that we've been through it before, but we know the tools that we could use. It's about actually embracing and applying them. We're more well equipped and well versed in this, even when it sucks and even when it's painful, that we can navigate better than we originally gave ourselves credit for. Three of Wands, the expectation of the future, or at least looking towards different options. Here, we're trying to salvage, right? We're trying to make the best of our situation right now and trying to really, optimism is a practice, not a coincidence. And what I mean by that, Leo, is that where you are right now and accepting all, the heartbreak and everything that's happening up here, and just where everything stands, that Three of Wands still says, when I look to the future, I know that there's going to be different eventually. I know I'm going to smile again. And it may not be today, but I need to keep reminding myself of that, right? I'm in a certain kind of position right now. That's where it's at. Let's do this and let's do it right, okay? Next, to the Ten of Pentacles. What about the foundation, the tree of life? All the experiences that culminate, and where can they go? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ten of Pentacles for reading this reading. Seven of Wands, okay. And why are we guarded? Why are we defending anything? Three of Swords, it hurts too much right now to even look at where things are. And the Queen of Pentacles. Here, I'm reading this Queen of Pentacles because it's upon the Ten of Pentacles, the sign that most represents, the element, my apologies, that most represents materiality is Earth. We built a life together and I don't even know where to go right now, right? The heartbreak, the remorse, and the guardedness of who I am becoming is not what I once had, right? We built so much together and now I have to sit in the reality of where we are, not just the dreams of what we had. Okay. To the Ten of Pentacles, show us the cards that we need to see, please. Ten of Pentacles back here, my apologies. Ten of Wands. What do we need to see, please, upon the Ten of Wands in this reading? Fire, the home element of Leo, and the burdens that are carried. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon that Ten of Wands in this reading. Okay, Ten of Wands again. Why are we still sitting with this? Okay, Page of Swords. Why? Again, we're trying to observe, we're trying to understand. I get that. What is the purpose? Because if we don't hold in on that, it's just going to weigh us down. King of Wands, how to do it right. Okay, I can understand this now. Because originally, Leo, I'm just saying that I'm like, this is a lot of weight to carry. But the way that you're viewing it is that, no, maybe this is something I've been running away from for a while, and I need to learn the lesson here. It's not fun, it's not pretty, but it is necessary. With that King of Wands, we're going to do the best with what we got, right? And knowing that I need to see how this impacted every aspect of my life. And therefore, when I move forward prioritizing me in the best way possible. To the Ten of Swords. So as cards we need to see, please, for Leo in this read, define that Ten of Swords. What about sharp, biting conclusions is necessary in this read? Ace of Cups. Okay. And a new emotional fulfillment arises once we can balance out that emotion. How so? The Nine of Wands. We're only going to get out what we put into it. Don't be afraid to deal with the tough things right now. Five of Wands. We're not okay, right? We still have external energy, conflict, anger, no resolution here. And maybe that's just where we're at. It's okay to not be okay. But again, optimism, that is a practice. And I don't want you to, lose sight of that or give up on that vision. Underneath it all, Queen of Swords. I am left, because I'm combining that with the Ten of Wands right now, Leo. We are left in the raw reality of here's where we are. I had to break apart from somebody. It was not pretty. I feel like I'm unraveling day by day, and simultaneously, I still got to go on and live. What does that look like? Because this isn't a partner who passed away like illness or something like that. Let me clear that up. That's not what's going on here. There was an active and intentional separation between you and another individual. So either this read really hits or it really doesn't. But if it really hits Leo, you know it by now. And so going back, I'm tying the Ace of Cups to the Ace of Cups back here in your opening. There's going to be new opportunities and everything available, but we still have to go look for it. We still have to go look for it, okay? Define the major arcana strewn across the table for Leo in this read. Ooh, nice. However, they're not on the table, so I cannot take. We will first look at the Hermit, the card of Virgo. What about trusting our wisdom and our abilities? So look at all of this and everything that has transpired and still be able to say, I can pick myself up one more time. Why do we look towards the card of Virgo? We start here. Ten of Cups. And so this is why, again, we're not trying to hold anger or anything like that in this regard right now. The Ten of Cups to the Hermit. Yeah, we are having a soft acceptance, even if it's not fun. And that's probably why, again, lining up, the way the formation is, lining up that Ten of Cups with the Ten of Cups on the bottom. Because again, this thing is bouncing around and having the same type message over and over again. We can trust the notion, two things can be true at once, right? I once held you in high regard. I'm in absolute sorrow and remorse about what is going on right now. And maybe this is what's right between us. Because if we can't come to any other conclusion, then we've come to an impasse. Nice. Ace of Wands. Here to the lovers, well, I will never doubt myself in the notion that I knew what love looked like, at least for me, and what it meant to me. I don't want you to forget that as you move forward, because eventually you will get there, Leo. Maybe not today, but it will happen. As we move forward, what does that genuinely look like? And how can we feel that for ourselves again? Lastly, resolution, reveal cards resolution within this read. For the Leo Collective, what is held in the space of resolution for the read today? Knight of Swords. Okay, now we're moving with intentional action. No half-stepping here. Nine of Swords. To fight off all of our nightmares and anxieties about what is transpiring. Underneath it all, the Hangman. Only time will tell what happens with this burden, right? It is our active decision, just as is the Hangman, because the Hangman is someone who climbs a tree and purposely ties themselves upside down so that they can get an inverted or 180 gaze of the world. Here, I'm looking at Leo and says, yeah, it's not pretty and it's not fun where I'm at right now. But more than that, I see the opportunity ahead of me, and when I'm ready and when I can pace myself out properly, I'll get there. Just give me time. Optimism is a practice. Let me practice well. That's what I see for your read today, Leo. First and last. I know it's kind of difficult. This was definitely a tough one because as soon as I saw this kind of pairing, I'm like, I think I know where it's going. And then boom, the Ace of Wands came out, what you had to live and what you had to embrace. But overall, as you move day by day, step by step, understand it does get better. And if we can reflect in hindsight and say, hey, maybe this is what is best for us, then what will eventually be best for me, I can find it with ease. And that's why I hope the journey is going to lay out for you. That's all I got on your read today, Leo. Hope the conversation helped. And yeah, it's tough, but so are you. And don't forget that. Take care, okay? See you around.